Radio Now 100.9's Indy Connection with Emily Metheny.
Hello, I'm Emily Metheny, your host. This week, I had the opportunity to talk with John Hawkins, the Public Outreach Manager with the Indiana Civil Rights Commission. He told me about what the commission does, how to get help from them, and what the details are for the 2020 Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative Events and Awards that are happening mid-January. The events include a wreath placing at the Soldiers and Sailors Monument, a Statehouse ceremony that includes the awards, as well as a speaker, and the Day of Service.
So, John, can you tell me a little bit about what the Indiana Civil Rights Commission does?
Sure. So the Indiana Civil Rights Commission, basically what we do is we enforce Indiana civil rights laws. We provide education services to the public in an effort to ensure equal opportunity for all Hoosiers and visitors to the state of Indiana. Basically what that is, if you feel like you've had a discrimination situation and, you don't know where to go, you can come to our office and file a claim. And that's where we'll take that claim, we'll investigate that claim and try to provide the right outcome with that claim.
And where would someone go to file a claim?
There's several places you can go. You can visit our office downtown. We're at 100 North Senate Avenue in the Government Center North, room N300. You can come in physically and fill out a claim. You can print off a claim from our website, www.in.gov/ICRC. You can print off the document there, mail it in, or bring it in person. Those are the two most common ways to file a complaint with us. And if you ever have a question about a complaint or you're unsure, you can always call our agency, 317-232-2600, and we can give you further clarification about the claim you're seeking.
All right, so what are the areas of jurisdiction that you guys serve?
So we have 5 enforcement areas. The 5 are employment, housing, public accommodation, credit, and education.
And then what are the classes?
So we have 11 protected classes, and they are race, color, religion, sex, disability, veteran status, familial status, national origin, ancestry, age, and active duty military.
And then what other initiatives are currently happening to better serve the community?
So one of our initiatives we rolled out a couple years ago is our remote intake. Remote intake is where we basically take what we do in our office to the community. We feel if we can, take complaints in the heart of the community where these type of discrimination activities are happening, and we'll be closer to them. They don't have to deal with the parking and all the things that are barriers to getting them to our office. We found it to be received a lot better when we go to these community centers or churches or the library, which we partner with to do our remote intake.
And are those walk-ins, or do people need to make an appointment?
No, those are actually walk-ins. So we usually announce on our website, through our social media sites, where we're going to be. They're a week long, so we're there for 5 days. It could be at anywhere in the state, John Bonner Center, or anywhere in the local Indianapolis Library. We were at the Brightwood Community Center. We were, just all over the state, basically. And we usually announce on our website or on our social sites where we're going to be. And you can just walk in, and we'll talk to you, and you can get a complaint signed and put together right there on the spot.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. If anyone out there is unsure about a situation where they've been put in unjustly or they feel like they've been discriminated against, it always starts as an uneasy feeling. Please give our agency a call or come down to our office and visit us. You can call us at 317-232-2600. Visit us on our website, www.in.gov/ICRC. Or go to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/IN Civil Rights.
So coming up, we have the Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative Events and Awards. Can you tell me a little bit about who that's all with?
So the Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative Events and Awards is a event we put on with our agency, Indiana Civil Rights Commission, the Martin Luther King Jr. Indiana Holiday Commission, Ask Me Local 725, which is the group Dr. King gave his life in support of. It's the members of Tennessee, who currently is under the purview of our local president, Steve Quick. We also partner with the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Iota Lambda chapter, which was Dr. King's fraternity also, and then the Indiana Black Expo.
And with this, there's multiple events, including the first one, which is on Wednesday, January 15th. It's a wreath placing.
Yeah, so the wreath placing kicks off, the 3 days of commemoration we have for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The wreath placing is January 15th at 6 p.m. on the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. There, we're going to do a candlelight ceremony this year. We want to invite families to join us. Share the light and legacy is kind of our theme. We want to share the light and legacy of Dr. King with the next generation. So we want families to come out, bring your grandchildren, bring your children, bring your cousins, your relatives. We want everyone to come out and make this a really celebratory and intimate event commemorating the life and legacy of Dr. King.
And then continuing on Thursday, the next day,
yes,
you're going to have the Statehouse ceremony. What's all entailed in that?
So the Statehouse ceremony is actually our big ceremony of these 3 days. It's where the governor and other elected officials come to honor Dr. King. We have our student summit, which kicks off the day. We're actually going to have that at the Indiana State Museum, and there'll be a program set up for the kids to view some historic documents, watch a little bit of Dr. King's "I Had a Dream" speech. And then there will be brought over to the Statehouse, where the actual ceremony will begin at 12 noon in the rotunda area. And there we're going to have this powerful keynote speaker, Tony Sticks, who we think he's going to definitely reach our younger community, and he's definitely going to be speaking on unity and togetherness, which is a big theme of all 3 days. So we're also going to have performances from the Building Blocks Academy. They're going to do impersonations of 2 civil rights leaders. I'm not going to disclose who those are yet. It's going to be a surprise. They actually stole the hearts of the show last year. We're going to have 2 performances from the Northern Areas, which is a choir from North Central, to perform. And then the reason we come out is that day is to honor Hoosiers who've made an impact in the community. So we're actually going to give out 5 awards, and one of those being the Sagamore Award, which is one of the biggest state awards, and its highest distinction in Indiana is the designation of this award. It's called the Sagamore of the Wabash by the state's governor. So the Sagamore was a term used by Native American tribes in Indiana and other tribes in the northwestern United States to describe a lesser chief of a great man among the tribe whom the chief consulted for wisdom and advice. The Wabash refers to the Indiana's official state river. So this is one of Indiana's highest awards, and it's given by the governor.
That's
himself.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And do we know who the recipient is yet, or will we find out the day of?
You will have to find out the day of. We also give out the Freedom Award, the Chairman's Award. There'll be a Trailblazer Award, and then this year we're going to do our Civil Rights Champion Award.
And with those awards, these people have already been nominated and selected, correct?
That is correct.
For next year, is this something someone can submit somebody to, or how does that process work?
So these selections come from the people. We take nominations from, the community, from, the public, from any dignitary, legislator, whoever you are, you want to vote for someone who's made an impact in your life, or you've seen doing good work, or has been a pillar in your community, or who has knocked down barriers. You want to nominate them. You can always go to our Facebook page and find a link there for nominations. You can go to our website, www.in.gov/ICRC. And you can go there and find the link as well. And our Facebook link is www.facebook.com/IN Civil Rights.
Excellent. And that will be for next year's, because this year's already been selected and they'll be announced at the Statehouse.
Correct.
On Thursday, the 16th of January.
That is correct.
Perfect. And is that open for everybody, or do you have to pre-register?
Yeah, so it's actually open to the public. It's open to the public. Last year we had about 360 in attendance. This year we plan to have standing room only. The event has grown and gained a lot of community attention every year, and we plan on continually providing a good show, and also celebrating and commemorating the life of Dr. King, and then also honoring people doing his work, from his legacy.
Excellent. And then on the following Monday is the day of service.
That is, yes.
So what's happening with the day of service?
So the day of service is an awesome day. I love the day of service. It's what we call a day on instead of a day off. You know, most companies and organizations get that day off. And we have a lot of corporate partners and community partners and just the public in general come out that day to do various service projects. We meet at Watkins Park over on MLK. And from there, we have a few welcome remarks. We then break up and we go and do service projects, not only at Watkins Park, but other organizations and businesses in the Martin Luther King area. We help out churches, we help out, the bodegas, we help out, the local VFW there, we help out, whoever needs help. I try to call and get them volunteers to do any service projects they have. And we have companies like the Boy Scouts that'll be in attendance this year. We're going to have companies like Engaging Solutions, YMCA Avondale Meadows, the AKA sororities, Arsenal Tech is actually going to have students there. We're going to have people from Starbucks there. Last year we had people from Lilly, Salesforce, Miso Energy. And then we had about 60 or 70 just people from the community who registered on our website. And on our social sites to come out and actually help us that day as well.
Excellent. So if someone wants to come out, they need to register?
Yes.
And that's on your Facebook and online?
Yes.
Can I have you give those out again?
Sure. So you can go to our website, www.in.gov/ICRC. If you go to the top of the page, you'll see it'll be the top left of the website. It'll be a I want to drop down, and then you'll see 6 options, and you want to go to about MLK State ceremony, and then it'll go into detail about all 3 days. And then you can go to the day of service, and that's where you can actually click to register there. You can go to our Facebook, www.facebook.com/IN Civil Rights. And we have all the information about all 3 days on our website there, or on our Facebook site there as well. But it is good if you go and RSVP. It just helps us keep track, and when you come in, we try to get you organized by groups when you come in. So a lot of the companies, they're registered by their company and their group, and then we'll, divide up people that day by their organizations to the various service projects that day.
So not necessarily you'll be with the people you came with.
You can. Most of the time you are, but a lot of times too, we try to, depending on where the service projects are and what's needed, if it's a larger project, sometimes we can't help but to divide, but we try to keep people in their groups because they come, they're comfortable that way, and we want everybody to be comfortable doing these projects and having a good time. We do have refreshments in the morning, and then we do serve lunch for everyone who does attend.
And that will be the day of service on the 20th of January?
Yes, that would be January 20th at 9 a.m. Till 1.
Perfect. Is there anything else you'd like to add about any of the upcoming events or any of the awards?
Yeah, for these 3 events, we've seen them grow, every year since I've been with the agency. We want to just, welcome everyone, no matter how old you are, to come out and enjoy this time and, celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. King. It's a lot of divisiveness going on in the world and violence, and we just want to use these 3 days to bring people together in unity and togetherness, and under one common theme that is, Dr. Martin Luther King and his legacy. So, please come out, support, and, we hope that in doing so, you enjoy yourself at the same time.
For the second part of this program, I revisited an interview with Megan Bousley. She's with the Humane Society for Hamilton County. She told me about the new facility that is groundbreaking this year and some details about keeping your pets safe and comfortable in the winter months.
Who all do you serve in Hamilton County?
So we serve all of the animals in Hamilton County. We accept owner surrenders and strays 365 days a year. There are no off days in animal welfare. And then we also serve as a resource for the residents of Hamilton County. Sometimes we'll have people who are having trouble with their pet, and we offer behavioral counseling and a lot of resources for them as well. So we're kind of just anything animal related, we're there. And then we also are the holding facility for animal control. So any animal that animal control picks up in the county will come to us.
Excellent. And where are you currently located?
We are currently located in Noblesville at 1721 Pleasant Street. We're in the same building as the low-cost and spay-neuter clinic.
Excellent. And then going into my next question. Recently you announced that there's a new facility coming.
Yes, we are so excited. We did a big reveal at Tinsel and Tails, and the new location is at Hague Road and 106th Street in Fishers. There's a old church building that used to be there, and in the next year, hopefully in about March or April, we'll be breaking ground on that location. We announced at Tinsel and Tails that we have reached 80% of our $14 million goal, which is just insane. It took us a year to get there, which is also unheard of. So we're very excited about that. We had a lot of incredible gifts that made this happen. There was an opportunity to name the facility, and the facility is now called the Stephen J. Cage Foundation Animal Wellness Center, which is just so exciting. And so for some perspective, right now we're in about 8,000 square feet for anyone who's been out to our current facility, and we will be in 40,000 square feet.
That's amazing.
Which is literally our dream. We're working on top of each other. There's animals crowded. There's no separate air ventilation for disease control. There's no soundproofing, so it is constant barking, constant meows from the cats all day, every day, and that'll be gone virtually in the new facility. There's going to be a full medical suite, which we currently don't have. We have to outsource a lot of things, which we have amazing veterinary partners that we work with. And then one of the most exciting parts is there's going to be green space. At our current facility, there's some patches of grass here and there, but when we walk our dogs around the building, there is a large patch of concrete as you're going through the parking lot, and there's some mulch and some wood chips, but it's not grass, it's not trees. So we're really excited to see those new spaces pop up and the ability to just increase the quality of life of the animals that we have, because the cats will have access to sunlight. It's going to be an absolute game changer for us and the animals in our care, as well as everyone in Hamilton County.
And how many more animals will you be able to serve in this facility?
Oh my gosh, it'll be astronomical. We'll be able to expand our outreach to schools. We'll be able to expand our volunteer and our foster programs, which will just allow us to exponentially, it'll just go off the charts, and we're so excited for that as well, to be able to continue working with our out-of-county partners. So we work a lot with Marion County and some other surrounding counties to pull animals when they're full or unable to care for the specific medical needs. We took a medical case from Indianapolis Animal Care Services probably a month ago. His name was Phoenix. He was a 2 or 3 year old pit bull that had his leg was just hanging, and so it was just like limp and hanging off of his body. So they gave us a call, and we went and got him, and we had to amputate his front leg.
Aww.
But I mean, you'd walk up to his kennel, and he was just shaking his little butt and smiling at you. He was so happy, and it's absolutely incredible to see everything that these animals go through, how happy they are. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, but Phoenix actually got into his forever home a couple of weeks ago.
Aww.
So yeah,
Yay.
It's those full circle stories that bring us joy and warm fuzzies. So,
What outreach opportunities are you using right now?
Right now, we have an outreach manager. Her name is Jen. She's absolutely fantastic, and she actually has curriculum for pre-K through senior year, so that they're getting age-appropriate lessons, and it focuses on animal safety, how to properly care for a pet, and then more serious things like bite prevention and how to approach animals you don't know and stuff like that. So it gets tailored for each grade that she does, and then she also works with a local scouting group. She gets a lot of Girl Scout and Boy Scout groups in, so it's pretty extensive. And then we also she does a lot of work with the Pet Sealing Vets program, which is huge for us. So, as always, in 2019 or 2020, oh my gosh,
I know.
Just keep an eye out for Wine Wags and Whiskers. That'll be coming up, and Wolfstock, and with the new facility breaking ground in the first quarter, we're excited to see some new events and stuff that'll pop up with that.
And where can people follow and see when these events are coming up?
So a really great way is to follow us on Facebook. It's just Facebook/Hamilton Humane. We keep all of our events in the event tab. And then they're all up to date on our website, hamiltonhumane.com as well.
Excellent. And where can people give?
They can give on our website. It's the first thing you'll see on our website. Just click there, and every dollar counts. Every dollar makes a difference.
Winter is here. Mm-hmm. What are some tips that pet owners should keep in mind this winter?
I think that the most important thing is to know your dog and know what kind of breed it is. We just helped Hamilton County pass a precedent-setting ordinance for animal welfare, and one of the things that we changed is it's not black and white, 40 degrees to 80 degrees is okay, but anything outside of that it's not. My Jack Russell in 30-degree weather is so much different than a Bernese Mountain Dog in 30-degree weather. So I think it's important to understand that. And then every county and city also has their different rules and ordinances. So as a pet owner, I just want to make sure, that I don't live in Hamilton County, I don't live in Marion County, but what are the animal welfare ordinances in my county, in my city, so that I can fully understand, and then also watch out for other animals that might not be in a good situation.
And what is the ordinance that you guys helped pass?
So it was actually an amendment to an existing ordinance. It was back in August. So some changes that were made, our president and CEO, Rebecca Stevens, worked together with the Sheriff's Department to get this changed, as well as with county commissioners. It redefines and clarifies what adequate food, water, shelter, space, veterinary care, all those things actually mean. So there's a clear definition. There are new definitions regarding backyard breeding and puppy mills, which some of those things already existed. It just rewrote the language a little bit. We talked about the breed specific.
Know your dog.
Know your dog. Know the weather. And that ultimately is up to the animal control, the discretion of the animal control officer in your area. Again, a Bernese Mountain Dog in 10-degree weather, that's one thing. It's different than a Chihuahua. We've increased the fines for animal cruelty up to $2,500, which is significant. And there was just some language tweaks regarding, the adequate shelter and things like that. It doesn't apply to livestock. It's just home pets.
Home pets,
dogs,
domestic.
cats, yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
There's just a lot of different ways to give and help us out. We believe that filling your heart and not your cart. But, not everyone is in a position to adopt. We accept donations every day. And as it gets cold, blankets and, toys for all the animals, and making sure that they're comfortable inside, because they can't go outside as much is really big for them.
Do you have an Amazon wish list people can send things through?
Yes, we do. It is always up to date. We go in there almost daily, and it's hshcwishlist.com, and that just redirects you straight to our Amazon wish list.
Excellent.
To register for the Day of Service or find more information about the Indiana Civil Rights Commission or the 2020 Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative Events and Awards, visit in.gov/ICRC. If you want to reach out, or if you have topics you would like me to cover, you can reach me at Metheny, that's EMETHENY, at radio-1.com. Thank you for listening. Please join me again next week. Until then, have a great week.
Radio Now 100.9's Indy Connection with Emily Metheny.